Bacon Looter, thank you for the 3 months. Thank you for subbing. Holy W. We love our subs, chat. We love our subs.
Teej, looking at the camera will always look awkward to me. Can you not handle eye contact? Sorry, I said you asked for this. What a song. What's up, guys? They should make a GD level with this song. They probably have. This stream's such a vibe. I try to. He blinked. I do it all the time. You're way too beautiful, girl. That's why it'd never work. You got me suicidal. You guys feel good right now? Did you see Doggy got a new best on grief? Is that bait or real, chat? Doggy? It's real? And y'all doubted me when I said that he would get it. Yo, we got the receipts. Oh my God, how long has he been on 83%? Big 84%, unnerved. He made a vid? No way, he already made a vid about it. Should we react to this? I was gonna watch Doggy versus Zoink. Should I react to this instead? Thoughts? Oh my God, this is historical. Why not both? Because I only need 7 videos in a week. Sorry. Sorry. I'm a content piggy. You are going to get the bare minimum from me. No more, no less. Although I guess I could react to both if I don't make a video out of me and Quinn playing Minecraft together. You don't need to release a video for this because it's so short. I don't want to react to something if I'm not releasing it as a video. Call me crazy. I know you guys don't understand how this like stream to like long form pipeline works. It's like if a tree falls in the woods, but no one's there to hear it. It's like, you know. But that's cool. Like, I feel like we've already, I don't know if we need to react to this, to be honest. Make a short, no, like, I'm not asking y'all for content advice right now. If this was longer, I'd probably react to it, but you know what? I'm going to make the content decision. I need to react to this. Sorry. Sorry. Chat, because how long has Doggy been on, how long has he been stuck on 83%? Does anybody know? How long has Doggy been on 83%? Let me scroll. Has it been like over a year? Over 6 months? Okay, this is historic. We gotta rip this. We gotta react to this, chat. Like Doggy does not get a new best on grief every single day. It would be honestly very malinformed of us to not react to this. We gotta rip it. We gotta rip it, man. Doggy just got 84% on grief, a new best after over 6 months. Let's watch the video that he posted. Bro is so ready. Bro is so ready.
How, bro?
Like. Automatic like. This is unnerfed too, right, chat? This is unnerfed. This is... I can't imagine being there. Were any of you here last night when he did it? How many of you were there? How many of you were actually there for Doggy getting 84%? Be honest. Don't lie. Dude, I wish I was in this stream. I wish I was in this stream. You were there? W. Dude. That's crazy. When y'all brought this up at first, I thought that it was nerfed. I didn't realize it was unnerfed. That's so pog. His heart rate's already at over 120. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to be in the red relatively shortly. I haven't had a great pulse check, no pun intended with the BPM, on Doggy's streams. So I don't know how consistently he's gotten deep into runs. But I have to think that anything past 50% is just an immediate panic attack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's pushing 140 here. Yeah, he's at 140. He probably hits 160. He's already at 150. Bro is locked in. And isn't it crazy that this version of Doggy had no idea he was about to get a new best? He was just locked in. Oh, we're well past 150 now. We're 160. I knew it. How high can he go, bro? His heart rate is higher than his best. I guess that is always going to be true. Because the most percent you can get on a level is 100. And I mean, even when I'm playing... Oh, okay. Let's lock in. Let's watch this part. This is hype. Dude. He's him.
Bro! Oh my god! How did I die, bro? That's so stupid.
No, that's awesome! Whoa. It was almost 85! It was 84.91. It was literally... I rounded up to 85.
Dude, fuck, bro. Oh.
That's awesome, dude. That is brutal. Oh, no! No! What's happening? Hey, so sorry about that random interlude. W Doggy. Chat, yes, please buy Doggy's merch, but also... Look, I was a person, I was a person. I am currently a person, and I have said in the past with Doggy's last, what was it? His last update was March. I don't think he hasn't done an April video yet, has he? I said that I think Doggy is going to beat Grief this year. And this is further proof. A 1% best is still a best, man. He just has to get that best 16 more times. In fact, let's round down because it definitely, like 84.91 is basically 85%. He has to get that best 15 more times. Or a 1% best 15 more times. It's easy. It's lightweight. Teej and Doggy did it. I'm saying. Oh, wait, you said Doogie. My bad. This is history. How are you all not uproariously applauding? This is amazing. This is the first best that Doggy has gotten on Grief since I started playing Geometry Dash back in December. Holy hype. W. Well, that's all I have to react to today, so I'll see you in the next one. I'm a content piggy. I got my freaking, I got my little cut of the hype. I did it. What can I say? I'm something of a dasher myself. What can I even frickin' say? More Bloodbath? Yeah, I guess Bloodbath early today. What the heck? You see that Zoink is now verifying Heliopolis? I saw he posted it. Dude, there's so... Should I react to that? I didn't watch the video, but I saw he posted a video. I'm verifying Heliopolis. Jeez. There's so much happening in GD right now. Do it. It's short. Y'all, I only upload one video per day. Yeah, there's so much to react to. What the heck? I know it's short. I know it's short. Fine, fine, fine. Since we reacted to a short, you know what? Maybe I'll just post 2 videos today. I'll post 2 videos and people can get off my back about it. Fine. Well, yes. Apparently, Zoink just posted a video shortly either before or after Doggy verified freaking grief. Or sorry, not verified. Sorry, I combined the titles. Doggy got an 84% on grief, and now Zoink has officially announced after, you know, the past couple of months being like he would never, like $10,000 is never enough money. Zoink is now announcing that he is going to verify Heliopolis. Let's see if this is clickbait or indeed true. I'm guessing from his recent streams that it is indeed true because people have been talking about, and I've heard them bussing about, that he has just been making ungodly progress compared to everybody, every other person who's been grinding this level. So let's check it out. Vortalk's got 93% on Heliopolis. I know you're talking about Cycles X. Okay, this is insane. There's so much stuff happening. Let's check out the Zoink video. Let's check out the Zoink video, folks. Announcing his candidacy.
This is going to be quite a different style video than I usually do. Mostly just because it's just going to be me.
Subscribe, like.
So I started Heliopolis 9 days ago as of recording this. I originally started it as a kind of like fun project to see just how far I could really get in 24 hours. However, I got a lot further than I was expecting, getting 21% on my first day of playing the level. And over this time, I've noticed a lot of people on
a little quiet? Yeah, dude, you're going to have to deal with it. That is how this video is mixed.
Twitter and just a lot of social
you're going to have to deal with it angle.
Media platform getting a little angry at me because I was playing it, especially now that I've continued to play it for a week. A lot of people have asked me if I'm verifying the level now. A lot of people ask me if I'm just gonna play it for a week or 2 and then stop playing it. I did originally say that I was just gonna play it for 2 weeks back in April. However, with the progress that I've made, I've started to notice that maybe I could actually verify it. So Heliopolis, in case you somehow don't know, is a top 1 level hosted by Minecap, which is slow speed all the way through and features some pretty insane timings. Thankfully, no 240 frame perfect anymore. But the level is definitely not a skill set in that sense. There's only one wave part, and it's one of the easiest, if not the easiest part, which is at the ending. So the first time I actually started playing Heliopolis, the reason why I actually did was because I think I saw some like tweets or something being like, oh, he should push his skill more because what is he doing playing all these easier levels? No one wants to see that. So I was like, okay, I'll just play Heliopolis for a day and see what I can do. And I ended up getting
Zoink got baited? He's already good at the game. That's crazy that even Zoink can get baited by people being like, yo, bro, you soft. Go harder.
21% on that first day, which was honestly pretty shocking to me. I think it's a little unfair to say that comparison though, like how fast I did it, because I watched so many, watched a lot of H-Storm as well as I Am Crusher, who spent many hours trying to reach a certain percentage for Nepesta's event. Nepesta's event definitely sparked a lot more interest for me because I was looking at the others' progresses and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But obviously I was never
What was Nepesta's event? I'm out of the loop.
Invited because one, I think a lot of people don't know this, but for Nepesta's event, he specifically clarified that no top 25 players could be in the event. And I think I was banned like several times over, so that's why I was never able to participate.
Dang, that's aura.
So anyways, yeah, getting 21 on that first day was pretty insane to me considering it's like top 1 and definitely not my skill set. So I decided to keep playing it the next day and the next. And I think that's something that I'm gonna probably continue to do. I think I'll verify it, or at least I'll try to, because obviously it's still open verification. So Garbog can still beat the level. Abdul Devil could still beat the level, because that's the thing. A lot of people talk about the bounty. The bounty is probably one of the biggest things when it comes to the Heliopolis verification that a lot of people get really mad
10K
about me over. They're like, oh dude, like, why are you doing this? Like, you don't need the 10K, for example. Even I personally said a while back, they're like, hey, the $10,000 is not enough. I've reiterated this a lot, but if you've never heard, so before the public version of Heliopolis, THNNDER, Thunder, he was one of the verifiers of Heliopolis, if not the sole verifier a while back. And his version was way harder than the version that exists on the servers now, because that's when it was buffed, and that's when the 240 frame perfect existed. There was just fixed hitboxes in the UFO.
So there's context for what we were talking about earlier,
80.
chat. So that's why it's not that hard.
So that version was a lot harder,
or as hard.
That version was a hell of a lot scarier to me because I thought that was the version that was going public, was Thunder's version. I didn't know that it was nerfed until after I made that tweet about how the 10K is not enough. That's what also made me play Heliopolis again, because I was like, oh, if it's a lot lot easier than I know, then I'm just going to get into it and hopefully just do a lot better, which obviously I did. The plans are to do a week with Heliopolis and then possibly a month with Heliopolis if that ever happens. I mean, it probably will, because obviously the thing about Heliopolis is the first half is so much harder than the second half that like progress will 100% halt once I reach like the 50s or even like 40s, for example. I could definitely see myself taking more than a month. However, I have no idea, because the reason why this is a lot different than all my other verifications, if I do beat it first, is I'm not allowed to change anything. And whenever I change anything in any of my verifications, usually it's a bad thing. I'll be honest, usually it's a bad thing, but this level has already been, I guess, fixed. Because of that, my click pattern becomes a lot more refined on this version, and therefore it'll probably take me less time than like a regular top 1 verification that I've done in the past. It's actually because when you change something in the level, you are forcing yourself to learn this new pattern. Obviously, you could change something by a micro step, like a little bit closer, but at the end of the day, like you're still learning something new that you originally didn't. That means you technically have less time to put that into your muscle memory. So because Heliopolis is in its final version, unless some other thing gets verified sooner, like I don't know, Sweeping Demon 2 somehow. If that gets verified, Heliopolis will get buffed, and I guess that's going to be a little painful. That's probably also one of the reasons why I'd want to verify it now, is because it's in its easiest state. So one of the big questions is if I'm verifying Heliopolis, and the answer will be yes, I will try to go and verify Heliopolis. Obviously, it's an open verification, like I clarified earlier, so it's not guaranteed or anything, because you never know. Maybe me joining the race will spark the others to kind of go crazy on the level. Now, when it comes to the bounty, personally, I'm probably just gonna either keep it in terms of just like, you know, saving it, but I don't want to reveal what I exactly want to do with the bounty, as I do have something in mind. But yeah, this is mostly,
Yeah, don't count your chickens before they hatch, Zoink. That's good unk wisdom.
Informational video more than anything, and I've never actually just sat down and talked for a little bit. But yeah, no, this is what I want to talk about for Heliopolis. Streams will start May 7th, which is tomorrow as of recording this, with the high school.
That is literally today. It is May 7th today. May 7th has hit the timeline, folks.
Finals coming up. I cannot guarantee that I'll be streaming every day. However, once high school ends, then I'll be streaming it a lot more. Right now,
Zoink is still in high school. What am I doing with my life? 9 circles, Victor, by the way.
I have roughly 19,000 or 20,000 attempts. I'm
That's
hoping
crazy.
to get it done before
That's crazy.
70,000 attempts. When I play tomorrow, my goal is I want to do 37 to 100, or I want to get to 39.
I feel like I knew he was 18. I just thought that he was college age 18, not high school 18. That's crazy.
As one of those two is like 50% of the way from getting into runs, and that's what's halted a lot of people in the past. In the event at...
He also seems really mature for his age, but maybe that's because of his supreme intellect and geometry dash ball knowledge.
Cap does have to buff Heliopolis if another top 1 is verified during the time of me doing this. I would want to help buffing the level low-key, because I think I have some good ideas. But yeah, I'm gonna be trying to verify.
18 is 18. That is a weird chat message to send.
Make sure to follow me on Twitch at ZoinkGD, and also just follow me on
You're
my
creepy
channel at YouTube, just because that's where the streams are gonna happen. Expect me to get angry a lot. I already have gotten angry like 47 times playing this level. This level is mentally demanding. It'll not be easy. Stream starts tomorrow. That's it, really. Stay tuned. I hope I can make progress quickly.
He almost certainly will. I don't know. I feel like this is a through line between like a lot of these higher level geometry dash players. I feel like they can kind of, I don't know. They understand the game better than I do, but from an outsider's perspective, in my mind, if I was Zoink, why would I not go for Heliopolis? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, I don't know. I think it's the burden of knowledge, right? The more you know about something, the more you can kind of get in your own way. But it's like, why not? I'm glad that he finally came to the conclusion through his own way of like, okay, well, this is an easier version. I might as well go for it. But I feel like even if it wasn't the easier version, it's like, I'm Zoink. Like, it's Heliopolis. Like, it's literally like freaking aliens come to destroy our planet. Who else is going to fight them but Goku? You know what I'm saying? In my mind, as someone with limited high-level geometry dash understanding, to me, it's like, it's such a clear match made in heaven. It's also content made in heaven because it's torture. That's a matter of opinion. Dude, I'm so tired of people. Sorry. Dude, like, at some point in y'all's lives, you have to understand that torture when playing a video game is subjective. It is mind over matter. not every single grind has to be arduous and torturous. Just because a level's hard or especially hard doesn't mean that like it will drive you insane or whatever. I'm really tired of this sentiment. I think it's it's a pretty sophomoric sentiment, I believe. Like, yes, a grind can suck, but you have to recognize that when a grind sucks, part of the reason why the grind sucks is your brain is being mean to you. So go ahead and introspect. Next time you're playing Geometry Dash, when you're playing a level and you're having a miserable time, I just beg each of you, ask yourself, how do I make myself feel less miserable right now? Is it by A, dropping level, or B, not being a huge dick to myself right now? And I think you might find the answer is somewhere in between. The answer is somewhere in between. But I don't think the answer to trying to push your limits in a video game or trying to go for a new hardest is immediately at the freaking front door of the decision being like, this is going to suck. I'm going to feel terrible doing this. Like, yeah, man, how can anyone feel motivation to do anything if you're immediately just like, this is going to be miserable? Why even get out of bed in the morning? Like, what are we talking about? I don't know, man. I feel like the GD community has a mindset issue that they gotta fix, bro. They gotta fix it. This is like an epidemic. It's not this one chatter, but the way y'all view this game is so masochistic. And I'll joke around sometimes, you know. Don't get me wrong. I play into it. I'm like, you know, I'm a bit of a masochistic gamer. I like pushing myself through hard things. But it's not like some people, I think, genuinely play this game and they're like majorly depressed and feel like they feel nothing. They don't feel any ounce of joy or enjoyment playing the game. They feel downright awful. It's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. Just please try to enjoy the game. If you're viewing the game you play as torture or the grind you're on as torture, do anything else, please. It's not worth it. You're doing something weird. You're doing something weird. Anyway, yeah, that's the react. That's all I have to say about that. Therapy? I wish people would, man. I wish people would go to therapy, but they simply refuse to. My alarm just went off. I gotta go live in 10 minutes. Please remind me. Oh, dude. GD therapist, new job? I just don't understand people online, bro. Why do some of you have such a negative relationship with this game? I genuinely want to understand. You know what I'm saying? I think it's weird. I think it's weird to force yourself to play a game you don't like playing while simultaneously being like, this is my favorite game. What are we talking about? Like, what's going on in some of your brains? I like playing the game because it's hard. W, toxic relationship? Yeah, it's a really toxic relationship. GD experience depends on how you like the levels you're playing? Absolutely. I feel like some people get it twisted, though. They think torture is funny? I don't think they think torture is funny. I think it's a subtle mind block that some miserable people have. I think that some people genuinely have drawn the wrong conclusion, and it's been normalized in this community online, that if you're having a bad time and burning yourself out on Geometry Dash, you're actually playing the game right. Like, that's actually a shared experience, and it's actually okay to feel that way. It's not. Yeah, like I've been young before, guys. I remember, like, even when I was a teenager, like, me and my friends all the time would joke about how much we hated our lives. Like, you got to grow out of that, man. At some point, you need to love your life and enjoy the way you spend your time. If you're able to find a way to enjoy hard grinds, that's okay. But don't put yourself through hard grinds because you feel like you deserve flagellation. That's crazy. If a level is extremely unfun, should you drop it? 100%. I think people should do what they want to do. I think that part of the disconnect between content creators and influencers being like, yo, go for it, king, like, you know, all this like inspirational and motivational stuff is some people misconstrue this. They misconstrue the message, never give up, and they're just like, I'm gonna force myself to do things I don't like for the rest of my life because it'll build character. And it's like, no. But it's hard to kind of construe the actual meaning of that message because it's kind of innately always going to be misconstrued, especially by like younger folks who haven't experienced enough life to be able to really decipher between experiences that enrich them and experiences that hinder and hurt them. Does that make sense? What's up, Lucarios and Dwayne? How's it going? Unk hitting us with the back in my day? Every time, bro. I feel like I see this so clearly because I'm Unk. You know? A lot of people, like, I don't know. People joke sometimes. They're just like, bro, it's not that deep. And I agree. I think it's not that deep to the degree of if you are making yourself miserable playing a game you like, you should stop playing it. Or find a way to enjoy playing it. That's it. That's all I'm trying to say. And every time I go live, I have at least a few people who are just like, I can tell just from their vibe that they're pretty miserable, man. But they don't have to be. But I don't know, man. It might just be a live and learn thing. Once y'all live enough life, you'll be able to figure out what's worth it and what's not worth it. God knows it took me a long time to understand what's worth it and what's not worth it to me. There's probably nothing I can say to save some of you. But I'm trying to. I'm trying my darndest. Because you can have this conversation with someone not ready for it, and they'll be like, I don't understand what you're saying, therefore you must be wrong. And it's like, I do want to just caution everybody, like, I think there's a common sentiment online. Just because you don't understand the point someone is making doesn't mean the point is useless. It might just be that in this certain situation, you're ill-equipped to be able to appreciate the advice that you're receiving. A lot of people online, they favor their own narcissism. They're like, I'm hearing these words and I don't understand them, therefore these words must be useless. And that is not the case. Your own education and knowledge at this current state in your life might be deficient. It might be a little deficient. You're too wise for the GD community. I think that a lot of the GD community has some toxic, immature tendencies to their mentality and mindset. I don't think that I'm superior to that. It's just I've lived enough life that I used to be that way when I was younger, and I learned how to grow past it and not partake in that behavior. But again, to add another analogy, it's like a bunch of people are in lava and they're all like, oh, we're burning. And then one person steps out of the lava and is like, oh, hey guys, it hurts because you're in the lava right now. But then the people who have always just been bathing in the lava are just like, what? How could this hurt? We're just in lava. But they don't have the perspective to get out of the lava, so they don't understand what it feels like to be outside of lava. Are we tracking the cartoonish metaphor? I don't think that GD has one of the most toxic communities. I've said this before on stream. I think that the sentiment online is a lot of online gaming communities in this year of our Lord 2026. They do veer towards toxic, but I think that's more because of tribalism and people feeling more alienated and isolated in their real lives than they ever have historically. And so they're attaching their identities very, they're white knuckling onto their favorite game, and they're attaching their ego and their full like value and meaning as a person to it, and therefore they lash out on others online when anything threatens that. That's what I think it is. But that's not just GD. That's online gaming communities that all kind of exhibit the same exclusionary and gatekeepy tendencies. Low-key, just search for a level that you genuinely find fun, play it for a day and see, but also make sure the song is good so you're not listening to garbage each attempt like Zodiac DBH. Okay, I was agreeing with the first part. The rest of it felt subjective, but I do agree that you should find a level that you like. Sorry, sometimes I read chat messages and they start off so sound and then like the implicit bias of the chatter just immediately takes over, which I can appreciate. I'm a biased individual. I'm a person. Everyone's biased. MOBA community is definitely the most toxic. That was a curveball. I don't think any community is like, I think if we're talking about online communities and rating them in terms of toxicity, we've already lost the battle. Every community has its toxic parts. But again, I've also been welcomed very warmly by a lot of the GD community. And I feel like to only fixate on the people who are kind of interfacing it with an unhealthy and toxic way online would be diminishing of like all the very lovely people that have come into my life from this game. Chatters, viewers, and fellow content creators included. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's a blanket one specific game thing. I think it's just a lot of people are chronically online and they're unhappy and they're scared. Yes, toxic people are a very loud minority. A very, very, very loud minority. But I don't know, man. But it's certainly something that I can speak to with GD because I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm a bit of an outsider becoming an insider, but I think that's why I still have perspective on this whole thing, is because I've just been a part of other groups and I've lived enough life to understand that this is not a unique thing. Because it's the same thing with, like, you've probably heard this in some form before, chat. It's like, have you ever heard the phrase, no matter where you go, there you are? It's the whole idea. There are a lot of people who are just like, oh man, if I lived in a different city, if I lived in a different country, if I lived in a different place, all of my problems would be magically solved. And then if you ever go through with that, like some have, like I have, you move to a different place, and then the honeymoon period goes past you, and all your problems that were there before are still with you. So if the change of scene didn't fix it, clearly there's something within you that needs to be figured out. And that's all to say, the reason I bring that up is because I think no matter where you go, there you are, but also no matter where you go, there people are. And wherever there are people, the same tendencies are going to be expressed. That's why I don't think there's some kind of weird, yes, it was a GD reference. I don't think there's some weird psychological phenomenon that only comes out of people when they're playing GD. I think the far likelier thing is that these people exist within any community that they find themselves becoming a part of online. The expression of these weird kind of anti-socialite, negative, toxic people, it comes from putting far too much weight and value on this kind of imaginary compass and barometer of meaning in their life versus going on a walk and waving to somebody, going for a run, going to a bookstore in real life. Generally just chronically online type shit. I think you can be chronically online and still be a nice person, but I think pretty much every person who's miserable and a dick online, like, it's like what's the word? It's like every square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like, not every chronically online person is a dick, but every person who is a dick online is chronically online. You know what I'm saying? So if we look at that data set, we understand that being chronically online might be the issue. Just because you can be chronically online and still be a good person doesn't mean that the pipeline to being an asshole online isn't, like, the gateway to that is being chronically online in the first place, right? Are we all following? Too much, Yap? Do I have your head spinning? Am I blowing your minds or boring you? Long story short, go to therapy. I think it's important. Yeah. And I probably have to say it every single stream, but again, someone telling you to go to therapy is not an insult. It is probably the kindest thing you can do. Unless someone says it in a very demeaning, like, you need to go to therapy. You're a freaking loser. Like, and I'm never trying to convey it in that way. I'm someone who's gone to years of therapy, and it's like, it fixed my life. Full stop. And I know a lot of people can, like, I don't want to get into the whole, like, people can come up with a million excuses. It is not my job to have to fight every single straw man a chatter who is not ready to introspect brings up. I'm not here for that. I'm just here to tell you, I was much more of a miserable piece of shit before I went to years of therapy than I went to years of therapy, and my life feels better than it has ever had. And I attribute that not to being a super awesome, smart guy. I attribute that to swallowing my pride, spitting my ego out, and trusting some medical professionals that knew better than I did. Okay? And that's why I'm able to... It's not just the pot calling the kettle black. Have you ever heard the... Chat, have you ever heard the phrase, you can't bullshit a bullshitter? When chatters show up and I see them in their ego trap, or like I see them like lying to themselves, I can smell it a mile away, man. Because I was a professional self-sabotager for most of my life. So when someone else is exhibiting those things, I immediately smell it. You can't bullshit a bullshitter, man. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt and the full set. You should just appreciate that I'm kind enough to call you out on it. Because most people, especially in your real life, they'll never call you out on it. You can go your whole life wrapped up in your BS and just never get out of it. Y'all have a healthy opportunity here that I'm willing to tell you that some of you are insane and need help. But can you bullshit a bull? Who's to say? Damn New Yorkers and their therapy. I'm tired of all these city folk and their fancy schmancy therapy talk. I'm tired of all these city folk trying to get me to look at my brain and the way it works. Ba 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 ba. Know what I'm saying? Y'all want to see Bloodbath or no? Let's run a prediction, eh? It's still Havoc to the end. Our best is still 83 to 100. Yeah, we're getting back on track. What's up, Triofo? Yes, back on track is a GD reference. It's every single stream. Every single stream we have a GD reference. Did you know? Wait, you all believe in me. What the heck? Why do you guys believe in me so much? That's so freaking nice of you. Oh, let's see how TikTok chat's doing, chat. Speaking of people who believe in me, let's see. You should give up. What are you even doing, Unk? You're such a loser. Geometry Dash community is worse because of you. Well, TikTok's TikTok. I'm kidding. I made up all those comments. I'm just kidding. Those were just the comments I was expecting. You stream on TikTok? Yeah. But I prefer chat. If you're watching anywhere right now, I appreciate if you would hop over to Twitch. Watching on Twitch is the best way to support my stream. It's also where our community and our main chatters lie. Like SinoXBW, what's up? Hello. So if it's all the same to you, obviously watch on your platform of choice. But if it's all the same to you and you want to support me, please watch on Twitch. Teej has no haters, so he has to pretend he has some. Trust me, I got haters, bro. I don't understand how, but I do. But I think that, like, to exist online as a creator, you're just going to naturally have haters because there are hateful people online. So, like, the more popular you just get more exposure to more people. So, like, as, like, the amount of people exposed to you goes up, you're naturally just going to attract more hateful people, right? Can we have a poll for heart rate monitor? Nope, sorry. I think you also brought this up yesterday. The chatters complained about the heart rate monitor, therefore we're not going to have it up again until we do real runs. Sorry. You should attack your fellow chatters who are annoying. This is what I need to start doing this. When chat is annoying and they don't realize that there are consequences to their actions, I'm going to start to be a strict father about it. Because I was trying so hard. I put up the heart rate monitor for y'all. I even added clicks for y'all. And then I still had people chirping up in chat complaining about it. Even though I spent hours of effort to get that stuff set up. And it's like, okay, if you're gonna complain, you don't get it. And they switched up, like the same chatters who were complaining, the second I turned it off, they were like, wait, no. And it's like, if you mess around, eventually you're gonna find out. 95% are saying that we can get Havoc to 100 today. 5% are saying no. Let's hop into the gameplay, shall we? Shall we, chat? It's probably long overdue. I might move to Twitch. If you're even considering it, you should do it, in my opinion. Limbo, please? Nah, I'm playing Bloodbath. Now I'm gonna start hating on innocent chatters. Don't do that. What do you think about the difference between 60 hertz and 120 hertz? I'll be honest, I don't know the difference. Or, yeah. I mean, I know that, like, I know intellectually the difference. I don't know. I don't care. I guess the answer is I don't care. Bang. Yeah, I'm not doing level requests right now, y'all. I'm just grinding Bloodbath. Let me hop over into practice mode. I'm warming up. Oh, wait, my frickin', I need to pull up my subs. There we go. Bang. How long you need to beat this? I don't know. I'm not really paying attention. Nor do I care. The viewers care more about how long I'm going to take to beat Bloodbath than I do. Like, I think that's empirically true at this point. But I promise I'm going to beat Bloodbath before most of you know it. I promise the more likely scenario is we're going to have random people, as we always do, chatters who like only watch 1 out of every 20 streams I do. months from now, like, what? You already beat Bloodbath? And it's like, yeah, bro, you blinked and missed your life. This is nothing new. I'm here every day. You're living your life on autopilot. Possessed by whatever thing is currently being fed to you in your algorithm. This is the danger of not being locked in. The second you waver, the algorithms will eat you alive. Besides Bloodbath, what's an absolute dream level? I would love to beat Slaughterhouse at some point. That level's got aura. Are you saying people are auto if they don't watch you? Holy ego? Holy rage bait. Sorry, guys. We got another TikTok chatter. I don't know what it is about that platform that just attracts like the most like weird people that are just sad. What's your attempt count? I don't track it. I don't care about attempts. I think they have no meaning in my progression. Do you think you will beat Bloodbath before Doggy beats Grief? Probably. But that's not to say that I don't believe in Doggy beating Grief this year. I think me beating Bloodbath for where I'm at versus Doggy beating Grief from where he's at is easier. Would you rather beat Bloodbath today or Tidal Wave in a year? I don't understand. I understand your theoretical question. I don't think I care about the answer, personally. Neither? Like, Tidal Wave isn't really on my radar, to be honest. It might be someday, but definitely not now. Have you seen Zoink announce he's verifying Heliopolis? Yeah, I reacted to that at the start of stream. Already. Oops. Have you tried Michigan's part yet? I have learned every single part of the level. I am starting to develop runs to 100 and runs from 0 in order to get Bloodbath in 2 runs. What's your dream level then? Slaughterhouse? Yes, were you here when I just answered? Someone asked, what's my dream level? And I said Slaughterhouse. I have to assume you did, and now you're just rephrasing the question that I already answered, which is weird, but okay. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. Some of you are such enigmas to me. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I could tell what you were doing. I just didn't really understand why. That's like asking someone, hey, so what are you going to do today? And I'm like, I'm going to play Geometry Dash. And then you being like, ah, so are you going to play Geometry Dash today? Yeah. What? Chatters or Sigma? Fair enough. By the way, Doggy's got 84 on Grief, if you didn't know. Okay, yeah. The chatters today are proving to me that I need to upload both those videos today after stream. Duly noted. Woo! Oops. This is the part, man. G-Iron ship. This is the part. Ooh, almost. It's getting more consistent, though. Okay, I need to go back to this part. I'm absolutely biffing this straight fly today. Would you edit your Bloodbath completion video like a Mr. Beast video? Okay, I have a lot of kids in my chat today. Is there anyone above the age of 18 in my chat today? Can someone over the age of 18 start steering the chat conversation, please? Thank you. I appreciate you. No hate to the kids in my chat. It's just I can literally tell that we have some youngins here today. Bro, I'm 21. Okay. So I know that's something you think's funny, but you're a first-time chatter that just made a creepy joke, so I'm banning you. I wish you the best of luck in life. Did you practice Etzer's part yet? Yes. Yes. How is filling out taxes for everybody this year? What do you think about taxes? What do you think about Roth IRAs? Anybody? Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I thought the idea of like someone being like, yo, you should edit your videos like a Mr. Beast video was a little like brain rot. That's my bad. I hate taxes, that I know. Based. Good luck on Bloodbath, dude. You got this for how long you've been grinding this? Thanks, Sabetskiba. Thanks for the good vibes and the good luck. Okay, that feels better now. That feels a lot better. Massive. Oh my god. Do you think the reason a lot of people quit is because of the toxic community on temps? No, I think a lot of people quit just because they need an excuse to give up. Okay, from now on, chat, G-Iron has been our biggest choke point. So now I'm just going to warm up the rest of these start points till we get to the beginning of Havoc. We don't need full runs to 100 from here. I just want to warm up these start positions. So we're going to expedite the process to start runs from the beginning of Havoc, the ballpark. Oh my god, what is this? You heard Doggy got 84 on Grief? Yes, I will be posting my reaction to the video later today. You got this, bro? Thanks, NXGD. Actually, I know what I just said. I kind of need to get this transition down. I want to get this transition into G-Iron like once. I don't know what Pragmata is. My current plan is I'm going to beat Bloodbath, then I'm jumping to Sonic Wave. Then we need to figure out something to jump to before Slaughterhouse, but then we're going to jump to Slaughterhouse from whatever that next level is. Oops. Why not Sonic Wave Infinity? I mean, we talked about that yesterday. That's an option. Crap. It's going to be a huge jump, bro. Yeah, it is. It's going to be quite a huge jump. That yellow orb is still giving me trouble. I don't want to play Zodiac. I've said this before. I watched Connix play Zodiac. I don't want to stream that. Dude, I like the confidence, but you didn't get any progress in weeks. You should try beating easier levels for practicing. I'm good, man. I think that's weak mentality. I think that's a loser's mindset. I have a winner's mindset. I don't give up on stuff until I get it done. Best of luck in life. I'm locked in, buddy. I heard the level sucks to play. Wait, which one? I think levels sucking to play are subjective. If you don't like playing a level, you should play something else. You're going to end up spending close to half a year on a level that ain't even top 700. So be it. You guys don't understand. If Bloodbath took me 5 years, I don't care. Y'all are so concerned with how long something takes. It's interesting. Life's so hard when you're focused on how long stuff takes you, man. Good luck. Like, it's literally such a nerf. I hope Bloodbath takes me 10 million attempts. If it does, so be it. I could not care less. Okay, I got that transition. I'm gonna go for UFO now. That's good enough. All right, let's try Havoc. These people haven't even beat Bloodbath. They're just trying to piss people off. Yeah, dude. A lot of people who, like, are too afraid to try it stuff are really good at trying to convince people that they shouldn't try it stuff. It's pretty sad, but it's how it's always been. It's never going to change. I'm not saying just in my stream. I mean, like, that's the world. Misery loves company. Don't let people who, like, have set a hard limit on their lives set a limit on yours, chat. Keep your head up, keep trying, never give up. If you think something's worth it, it's worth it. You don't need anyone else's approval. The value comes from within, not from somebody else and what they think about what you're going for. Oops. Yo, what's up, Quinn? Yo, reminder, tomorrow's stream is going to be starting a little later. We're still going to do a react and some Bloodbath, but me and Quinn are going to be doing hardcore Minecraft for the first time. We're going to try and beat it. So be excited. A little variety tomorrow. Chance, I appreciate what you're saying. Some of them are like that. Others are just trying to piss me off. I think you can get off your high horse a bit, man. I think it's a little naive to assume that people in a streamer's chat are not trying to piss them off. It's kind of the main thing people do these days. I think that's a bit naive. All these people in your chat are just well-meaning. You know what? I can say fairly, maybe half of them, yes. Fair. But to say none of them are trying to rage bait me, I think is naive. You enjoy Bloodbath so far? I'm loving it, man. I love Bloodbath. I want to bathe in it. What do I think of Call of Duty? I might be crazy. You may have asked me this before. Someone recently asked me about Call of Duty. I don't really have an opinion on it. I think the old games were kind of cool. No, yeah, for sure, Chance. I agree. I don't think that specific one was. But like a lot of people they don't understand that unsolicited advice is annoying. I've been saying that like for freaking months, honestly. Like, I don't think... Okay, here. We have some younger folks in the chat, and some of you aren't young, but you're still misinformed. Unsolicited advice, even if it's good advice or well-meaning, is still a fucking social faux pas. You don't do it. You're just gonna piss someone off. It's like, for example, if you went up to someone who is unemployed and seeking work, and you were like, hey, I think you should get a job. In a vacuum, that's probably good advice. But you don't know about the other person's experience. That unemployed person could be seeking work, and they just can't get the opportunity for work. But you're approaching them and saying, hey, I think you should get a job so that you're no longer employed. And that's going to piss them off. I feel like some people, they view things in such like a freaking black and white, like, no, if my advice is good and I'm giving good advice, then it's okay. It's like, there's nuance to it. There's reading the room. If someone asks you for advice and you give good advice, that's PogChamp epic. If you give good advice just because you're feeling like it and you're being judgmental and you think that someone needs your advice, you're the asshole. If some of you learn that now, it's going to make the rest of your life a lot easier. Because if you go through your life just giving every single person you meet unsolicited advice, you're going to rub them the wrong way. And you're going to be like, shit, why do I have no friends? Because of the way you act. Shit, why does everyone think I'm annoying? Because you're annoying. I applied everywhere. What am I doing wrong? I don't know, man. It's just a tough job market right now. I don't think it's anyone's fault. You watch me on Spotify? Thanks, Henry. Y'all, if you're watching on TikTok, if you could hop over to Twitch, I'd appreciate it. That's where our main community and chat is. You can come hang out with us. It's the best way to support the stream, but if you're enjoying where you're currently at, stay where you are. What's up, Speedy? How's it going? Yeah, for sure. I think we're on the same page. I just need to say that because some people in chat genuinely don't understand that. But yeah, it's not directed at anyone in particular. It's just, I have to say it every once in a while because I think some people genuinely don't understand that. But yeah, we're on the same page. Teej, on a scale of 1 to 10, how long do you think Bloodbath will take? Again, People are so obsessed with how long the journey is going to be. I know that y'all think it's an innocent question. That's fine. I'm just going to start answering 20 years. I gotta take a quick ad break. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. See you in a bit. I think it's gonna take me 50 years to beat Bloodbath. I don't really know.
Would be funny to donate while he's gone.
What's up? Y'all mind if I eat a cheese stick real quick? Ha 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 ha. Ask me anything, chat. We're once again at the pause of gameplay where I eat a cheese stick, and you can ask me anything. Yum, yum, yum. How's Bloodbath feel today? Awesome. If you could go back in time to any concert, what would it be? Probably a Nirvana concert. Damn it, I could go for a cheese stick right about now. Go get one. Do you think I should drop Bloodbath? I don't want to play it anymore, even though I have 92% and 34 to 100% runs in 2 weeks. Weird humble brag at the end. No, I don't have an opinion, but you already answered your own question. You said, I don't want to play it anymore. So I think you should take your own advice and not ask me for any. In the kindest way possible. A lot of people do this online. My opinion doesn't mean anything in your life. You already have your own answer. You just told it to me. Yeah, if you already know you don't want to play a level, follow your advice. I don't think it's a dumb question. I'm not trying to come across as a dickhead. I'm trying to teach people that if you already know what you want to do, you don't have to seek validation from external resources to tell you that, yeah, what you're thinking is the right choice. You know what I'm saying? It's not just that, chatter. A lot of people online and people who show up in my chat, they exhibit this same behavior. Yes, I'm trying to teach a lesson. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think this comes from, like, people don't go to therapy. The second you're saying, like, dude, I've been playing this level and I straight up don't want to play it anymore. Should I keep playing it? You know? People need to trust themselves more. Dude, I'm burnt out and I don't want to do this anymore. Should I keep going? Dude, you know, even though this is really tough, I think I'm going to keep going. Should I keep going? Dude, I'm really loving this level. This is my favorite level I've ever freaking played. Should I drop it? Let's think for ourselves. I think most of us already know the answer to these sorts of questions. We just need someone else to say the answer to us. And for me, that's like the kind of parasocial behavior I don't want to take part in. Like, and I've said this across many streams, like, I want people to understand that I am just a dude. I know a lot of you don't view me as just a dude, but I am just a dude. The way that you are just a person. Like, we are the same. My opinion on what you want to do isn't... At any given point in your life, the most informed person on a decision that you need to make for yourself is always going to be you. Right? And anyone else who's giving you advice, by nature, will have a lack of information. They'll give you information based on what they know and understand. But who knows and understands your own experience better than you? It's a rhetorical question. No one does. But that's something we all have to get more comfortable with over the course of our own life. If you're constantly seeking the answer from a streamer you watch, a YouTube video that ends up in your feed, a TikTok that's really short and snappy and gets the point across in 20 seconds or less, you're going to be miserable. It's more weighing between the bad experience of pushing through versus the guilt you may have from not pushing through. Exactly. And that's a wholly subjective experience. I can't tell from a chatter's chat message if they need to push through and keep going or if they should give up. Only you know that. But no one else can read your mind for you. And no one else can introspect for you. If you're having a lot of trouble trusting your gut and trusting your instincts, I'd recommend therapy. Another therapy plug, chat. So there's my not advice for everybody here, not just the one person who asked the question. Thank you. I hope that, because some chatters, they don't recognize that. Some chatters are just like, wow, this is advice that TJ is giving to this one specific chatter who asked. No, it's for everybody. It's for everybody here. Most of us know exactly what it is we need to do. We just refuse to do it. Welcome to life. Oh yeah, Bloodbath. I'm playing Bloodbath. I need to lock back in. Bro needs to get sponsored by therapy as a concept. I really would love not to be. I just... I never asked for this, but I feel like I need to because I have a platform. And I kind of just can't take when chatters who clearly are like going through stuff come into my chat. I can't just sit idly by and say nothing. Even if sometimes they're going to crash out at me because they aren't ready to emotionally handle the words I'm giving to them, like I can't just sit idly by. I have to tell them that I think that the way that they're sustaining themselves is unsustainable. You should go check out therapy, and half the world population is now his enemy. Yeah. Dude, it's why I got... Dude, I, like, was reading some random thread the other day, and it was one of those things where I was like, I need to stop even looking at Reddit. There is a whole Reddit thread of just a bunch of miserable people doom spiraling, and they're just like, I hate people who say that you need to go to therapy as if therapy's the answer. And I literally was like reading the thread of all these people sharing the sentiment, upvoting each other, and I was like, chat, are we cooked? The answer is yes. If you're miserable to the point where you think that therapy is incapable of helping you solve most of your problems, you're cooked beyond belief, and no one can save you. It's GG's. The powers that be won, man. The powers that be want you to think that you're broken and miserable and nothing can help you. The second you believe that, GG. You lost. The systems that control your life won. You are now just a cog in the machine. And you will be on autopilot for the rest of your life. People say that because they had bad therapists. I think some people say that because they had bad therapists. I think most people say it because they're unwilling to go to therapy. Most people who don't like it's literally like the SpongeBob episode. The only people who don't like Krabby Patties have never eaten one. It's literally the same thing. People love, I mean, and this is just across, people love to pretend to be experts on stuff that they've never done. We said this before too on like people all the time when we talk about game modes, people will parrot the talking head point of like swing's the worst game mode. And at some point, I think it was yesterday, I was like, okay, how many of you actually actively dislikes the swing game mode? And how many of you just say that because every YouTube video that talks about the swing game mode tells you that it's a game mode that you should dislike? I don't know how much people are actively forming their own opinions on stuff these days and how many people are just like they've just heard therapy isn't that helpful. And therefore, since they heard that therapy isn't that helpful, they're just like, when someone brings up, hey, you should go to therapy, they're just like, therapy isn't that helpful. But then if you challenge them on that and they're just like, and you're just like, wait, why do you think it's not helpful? They'll just be like, oh, it seems like, you know, when it's just something someone's heard and they're regurgitating, they aren't able to substantiate it with any kind of like opinion or evidence that they hold. It's just something they've heard that they're repeating. I think for some people, it's also just easier to give up and believe that they can't do anything to help themselves and use that excuse not trying anymore. I think that's a great point. I will go even further because I think the whole idea of some people versus other people is part of the problem that keeps people miserable. I will change that statement. I will edit it proudly and wholeheartedly. I think for all people, not some people, for all people, myself included, you, for all people, it's easier to give up and believe that you can't do anything to help yourself and use that as an excuse to never try. That is a tendency that all people can exhibit. It's infinitely easier to live in this miserable, complainy, shitty echo chamber of just like, well, I shouldn't even try. I did it for years. But that's not some people. That's everybody. And everybody has the capacity, if you're going through a tough time in your life, to default into that BS behavior. Cut it out. Some of you are young. You need to understand this. The only person you have for the rest of your life is you. Others are going to come and go. Some are here for a reason, some for a season. The only person you have the rest of your fucking life is you. So if you want to be miserable and sit in your own piss and give up, then do that. But don't make it other people's problem. At some point, you have to realize the only person coming to save you is you, motherfucker. So if you're going to give up, give up. If you're waiting for someone to give you the answer, you give you the answer. Lock in. You know what you want to do. So do it. You're just finding excuses, but you know what you want to do. Anyway, back to Bloodbath. Why so serious? I just tapped in. Was that serious? I thought that was pretty nonchalant. Like, that's the problem, chat. This is the problem. This is the thing that years from now, they're going to look in history textbooks and they're going to analyze it across our whole species. The problem right now is alienation. The problem right now is people talking themselves into corners where they think, this is the way some people are, and this is the way I am. Find the through line. Your experiences carry less weight when you're like, maybe someone else is going through this. Maybe the way I'm processing this is actually the way anyone could process it. So if that's true, I have the capacity to change and be better and do better. But if we keep building this whole us and them mentality that, to be fair, is perpetuated by our algorithms, by the echo chambers we find ourselves forced into algorithmically online, to parrot the belief systems that we've already ingrained into ourselves. Sorry, we've ingrained into ourselves, the media we consumed has ingrained into us, our political systems in whatever country we're in. If we don't choose to fight back against that and trust our instinct and intuition on the things that we want out of this life, yes, we're going to be caught up in the riptide. We're going to default to misery and learned helplessness. Learned helplessness is learned. And for some of the misinformed in chat who think that, haha, TJ just said the same word twice, let me acquaint some of you with learned helplessness. It's a term. It's a term. And I think it's the default behavior in our current society. Learned helplessness, it's in the name, by the way, is the behavior exhibited by a subject after enduring repeated aversive stimuli. Aversives are unpleasant stimuli that induce changes in behavior via negative reinforcement or positive punishment beyond their control. In humans, learned helplessness is related to the concept of self-efficacy, for those uninformed. Self-efficacy is an individual's belief in their capacity to act in the ways necessary to reach specific goals, their individual goals, that no one else in their life can decide but them, but you watching this right now. Your goals, what you want to achieve, not what the YouTube video told you want to achieve or that what they want to achieve, what you, when you close your eyes and the screens fall away, what you want to do with the rest of your life or tomorrow or what you want to eat for lunch and your ability to follow through on that. The individual's belief in their innate ability to achieve goals. Learned helplessness theory is the view that clinical depression and related mental illnesses may result from a real or perceived absence of control over the outcome of a situation. Wow. So it sounds like, chat, it sounds like if you're a GD player and you're looking at a really hard level and you see it and you give up on it before you even try it and have an experience, you might be exhibiting learned helplessness, which is linked to clinical depression and other mental illnesses. So maybe, just maybe, if you're that kind of person, you should try therapy. It's a hunch I have. But the problem is a lot of people who exhibit learned helplessness, they don't understand that their helplessness is a symptom of their own ingrained negative belief systems that are ingrained deep into their brain and their cognitive behavior. They aren't able to recognize this. Sorry, hopefully that broke that down for some of you. Probably not. I know some of you are pretty fucking dumb. But I try my best. So, like, there's a version of reality where I'm playing Bloodbath, and in the back of my head the whole time, I can be like, this level's so hard. I died 10 times in a row. I'm never gonna beat this. Woe is me. Or you can just stop. Like, you can chill. You can chill out. You can just play the level. You can play the level and trust in the future version of you that will just figure it out. Instead of doom spiraling every single time you're trying something for the first time and you're not immediately good at it, you can just allow yourself to fail a few more times than is comfortable. And through that, you can start to learn that maybe you're not as helpless as you're trying to always convince yourself. Maybe you're not a miserable piece of shit. You just used to be. I just joined. What's up? %is so hard for some reason. I don't even remember what 88% is. Oh, it's where the ship starts? Yeah, it's hard. What's up, Mike Cola? Anyone got a topic that's not related to Geometry Dash? Would love to talk about something. Favorite fruit? I love mango. Love tropical fruits. Please. I fixed my GameCube today. I had a laser issue. Congrats. Let's play New Choice. On God, dude. Please, can we play New Choice? Favorite dessert? That's a really great question. I don't think we've ever covered before. I just like sweets, man. Sue me. Ah! Talking about desserts, almost got the run. You gonna watch the Backrooms movie? I don't know what that is.
Enjoying Tomodachi Life RN. What do you think?
What's up, Bellicong? Thanks for the 6 MYR. What is MYR? Malaysian ringgit. I haven't played Tomodachi Life. I hope you're having a good time with it, though. Thanks for the dono. Oh, no, I wasn't looking for the conversion. I just wanted to know what currency that was. You're good. I appreciate the support. Opinion on Italian food? It's delicious. If I could eat pasta every day of my life, I would. And we were literally just talking about pizza the other day. What other games do you play, or what games do you play other than Geometry Dash? Right now, not much. But I am playing Slay the Spire 2 quite a bit. I think that's going to be Game of the Year. That game's awesome. Would recommend. What's up, I break CPU coolers? You can eat pasta every day of your life? Nothing's stopping you? Sorry, I think that I am stopping me. But maybe that's my problem that I need to figure out. Italian cuisine's top 1 in my opinion. It's very good. I just like food in general. Dude, I freaking, I had some beef shawarma yesterday. That was fucking amazing. Delicious. You saw me on TikTok? Hell yeah. Thanks for hopping over to Twitch. Y'all, if you're watching on any other platform right now, I'd appreciate it if it's all the same to you to hop over to Twitch. That's where our main chat and main community is. If you'd like to join us there, I'd appreciate it. It's the best way to support the stream. But if you have a platform that you super prefer, that's also fine. Up to you. Do not want to force you. What's up, Newer Rock? How's it going? Just put the food in me and I'm not complaining. My G. Shawarma's so good. Dude, it had these like cinnamony undertones to it. It was some of the best shawarma I've had in my life. Welcome back, True Yen. Yeah, and Snow, thanks for being a hopper over. I love the folks who hopped over to Twitch. They the best. We the best music! What's the best condition to watch food TV in? I don't know what that question means. I suppose wrapped in a warm blanket? On a rainy day? What's your favorite color? I've been all around on it. I think it's green though. Like money, haha. Sorry. That was a joke. It's not because of money. Mint green's awesome. Look, I like colors in general, but I think even at a young age, I had a proclivity for, or a natural affinity towards green. But I had a purple phase. I certainly had a red phase. I just like colors. Who's your favorite streamer? Me. How long will this take you? What do you think? I don't know, and I don't care. What's up, Polaris? How's it going? Chat just goes in endless loops, I swear to God. Yes. That is what happens. People wonder why I start to go insane. It is because some chat messages are just living Groundhog Day. It's crazy. But I believe in a future where our chat is full of unique messages and a bunch of funny people, and we can all just joke and have a good time together. Sometimes we get there, and some days we just can't. It is what it is. Ooh, almost. Ah. Where does Darth Vader go shopping for new shoes? Probably Foot Locker, right? Darth Maul? I get the pun, but it doesn't really make sense if you think about it too hard. Like, I feel like the joke could make more sense if it was like, where does the Sith who has double-bladed lightsabers go to buy his shoes? And then you said Darth Maul. You know what I'm saying? But Darth Maul at most is tangentially related to Darth Vader. Sorry, maybe I ruined the joke. Are you sick of playing the same start position the whole time? No, but every time a new chatter comes in and they suggest I play something else, I know that they're projecting. I know that when chatters come in, like, you guys, I see through all of you. I feel insane because some of you think you're so slick. Hey, did you know it's actually a really good idea that you shouldn't play the same start position over and over again? Actually, you should switch it up every once in a while. Maybe. But I know when a chatter says that, it's actually them not being able to say, hey, TJ, I'm bored of watching the start position. Can you play a different part of the level? Just fucking say what you mean. Why can't you guys speak with your whole chest? Why can't you be honest? God. Also, by the way, I'm not going to do that. Wait, is this broken? No, it's okay. Nice. Change the position. I need something new. I'm not going to. And I think chatters that tell the streamer what to do suck, and I'll never like you. Congrats. You're officially an enemy of mine. I just want people to chill, man. I just want people to freaking vibe. I just want to hang out. No! Dude, I keep choking GG boy. That was our furthest run yet today, though. Hold on, let me... It rusted while we were practicing. Or while we were setting the other start position. Like it does. Oh, man. We're getting close, though. I feel like we're warmed up and we're getting close. What's everybody's favorite holiday? Mine's Arbor Day, because I love trees. Huh. Would birthday count? Yeah, birthday counts. New Year's is kind of based. Wait, why is this happening? How do I fix this? Uh-oh, this is broken. Uh-oh, there we go. Bang. And boom goes the dynamite. There. There. I guess Christmas. Christmas is pretty good. My birthday because I'm a narcissist? I mean, I didn't want to say it, but... I feel like the older you get, the less you care about your birthday. Like, I mean, birthdays are fine. Like, I like getting like a good dinner with my friends and kind of hanging out. But it's almost in spite of the whole birthday thing. So mine wouldn't be my birthday. My birthday usually feels like an afterthought. I think if I'm genuinely not joking, like when I said Arbor Day because I like trees, that was a joke. It probably would be like Christmas or Halloween. I like the ones that have their aesthetic. I think it's cool. It kind of knocks the dust off of our homogenous existence. When every once in a while you get to go around and like you see spooky decorations during Halloween or you see Christmas decorations during Christmas. I think it's important to the human psyche to be able to see the place they live look different. It's why I always want to live in a place that has 4 seasons. You feel me? Like, I think LA seems like a cool place, but since it's just like always nice weather there, I feel like I would go insane living there. No, we got the ship clear. Oops. I've been dropping that press lately. I don't really know why. I'm letting go just like a smidge too soon, perhaps. Yeah, that's what it is. But LA is so nice. I know, Ray. It seems like a lot. It's beautiful, but like all the time beautiful. Every once in a while I want to be buried in like 8 feet of snow. It is really nice though. Yo, Teej, first stream. What's up, Peter? I do miss fall. I know. I'm such a fall. I'm such a fall. I love fall. God, it's such a cozy vibe. In a perfect world where money wasn't an option, LA during the warm months would be frickin' Pog. And then honestly, probably like, I don't know. I do really like Minnesota. I like the fall here. The winter can get brutal. So are you American? Throwing up face emoji. Jesus. Guys, fall or autumn? Both. Or either. Would you switch to being a full-time streamer? What job do you have right now? Guys, I know a lot of you are like, this is my job. Like, this is what I do. I know the people usually ask that are newer chatters, but like, yeah, this is my job. I don't know why this blows people's minds. please practice more runs to 100 and less from 0? What do you think is happening on screen right now? Okay, that was engagement bait. I can see that. That's crazy. We're literally doing that right now. TJ, please play Geometry Dash. Spring's also nice. Sorry, I'm a bit of a spring hater. It's not because spring isn't nice. I just have really bad spring allergies. I don't have bad allergies in fall. I do recognize that spring is nice. It's not for me because my allergies are so brutal. Like, my allergies are an active obstacle for me streaming right now, but I'm kind of just dealing with it. Low-key, stop playing the level while you're at it. I mean, I do think I need to sip some water. We've gotten some solid runs, though. I think we're getting close. I need to finish more of my coffee. Chad, I've had this bad habit now with streaming. I keep forgetting to drink my coffee. And now it's lukewarm. I played myself. Oops. I would love to get to Etzer today, chat. I think we can. But I need to lock in just a little bit more. I don't just mean right now. I mean in general, a best of 25 with only 83 to 100 should never happen. I don't like you. I'm sorry. You're the kind of chatter I don't like. I hope that doesn't hurt your feelings. Should I just start saying that? When there's someone in chat I don't like, should I just bluntly tell them that I don't really like them? I feel like that could be a recipe for disaster in some cases. Like, I feel like if someone's super deranged and narcissistic, that might backfire. Just do it? Yeah, probably. Wait, you guys are nice. Thanks for the support. It's just, dude, the longer I stream and the more I'm online, the more I think a lot of people are just completely unaware that they're kind of annoying. Not saying that I should take on that burden or responsibility, but like I don't even want to belabor the point. I just kind of want to let them know that I don't like them and then move on. Hey, Connix, I hate you, JK. Nah, I could never hate Connix. He could never make me hate him. Based, I'm saying. To be honest, not like I don't want you to stop talking. I love that about the streams, but I think you're progressing slowly because of that. Exactly. And I'm glad that you, like, specified, like, yes. A bunch of haters come in there and just like, bro, you're progressing so slow. And it's like, yeah, have you seen how electric my streams are? I'm yapping to chat the whole time. People are hanging out and having a great time. Of course I'm progressing slowly. Arguably, we're less focused on getting better at the level. We're more focused on vibing and talking about, yeah, cheese. What the heck? I would rather we have a fun stream where chat has a good time. I would rather that than getting a best on Bloodbath. I'm sorry. If that makes me crazy, it makes me crazy. But I feel like that's where the disconnect is for some people. They think I'm this like hardcore gamer And I'm just not. I'm just playing the game while hanging out. I can't eat cheese without explosive diarrhea. I think you can take like a lactate or something. Like, I think there's pills for that. I'm not a proponent of it. I've never done it, but I think there's stuff for that. Or yeah, probably just don't eat cheese. Ah, my clicks were off there. I should have died sooner. I really get in my head on GG Boy chat. For those of you who play Bloodbath, it's got to be like a canon experience to choke on this part, right? I don't know what it is about this part, bro. You get so in your head, or at least I do. Early press. If you beat Bloodbath, would you make a Vortrox style video about it? In 2015, there was this top 1 level. It was called Bloodbath. And now a lot of players have beaten it, but I still haven't beaten it yet. So I thought, what if I jump to an extreme demon for the very first time and I beat this level that's beloved by the community? It's not really my thing, but I know what you're talking about. But yeah. I'm probably just gonna throw up the completion and call it a day because I'm lazy. That's the thing, chat. Here's something you have to understand about me. I know exactly how to make a good YouTube video. I just refuse to because I'm lazy. All right. Back to Havoc. How much time do you think it's going to take to beat it? Also, what will you beat after Bloodbath? Okay, genuinely, okay. I know I've crashed out about, a lot about this. Someone help me. I'm coming from a place of not crashing out and high cortisol. I'm coming from a place of understanding. Guys, why do so many chatters ask me how long they think it's going to take to beat this level? Is it top of their mind? Like, I want to understand. I don't, because I don't care. Is it because some of you are young and you're afraid that like half of your life is going to pass before I beat this level, or they're impatient, they just want to see the level beaten? Yeah, I think so too. I think it's a bit of a self-report. It's like if I went to McDonald's and I ordered a Big Mac meal and then I stood there in line for 10 minutes and then like I didn't get my food yet. And then I walked up to the counter and I was like, how long do you think it's going to take for me to get my food? That's my read on it. It might be different, but that's my read on it. Because especially I think younger people have less of a filter and they're kind of just thinking whatever is on the top of their mind. But usually I can fill in the blank. I almost said fill in the dots. I can connect the dots. I don't know. We've just been watching you play the level for a bit and we're curious. I guess that's where I don't understand what the curiosity is. But I guess that's fine. I guess it's okay to wonder how long it's going to take. It's just for me, it's such like a... The question enters my brain the same way if someone was just like, how many toes do you have, TJ? And I'm just like, I don't know, 10? Like, you know, it seems... It doesn't feel like a conversation. Does that make sense? My genuine no troll answer to that question is like, I don't know. When someone's like, how long do you think this is going to take, TJ? How long do you think it's going to take for you to beat this level? I'm like, gun to my head, I couldn't tell you. Hey, that would be a valid question if it was a stream about feet. It's not going to happen, man. Stop pushing for it. Yeah, I'm jumping from 9 circles. Oh no, it probably is a natural curiosity. It's just something in my brain is like, why does that matter? Smooch TeejVeen for a stick. What is smooch? What? Smooch TeejVeen for a sticker. What is smooch? Kiss? No, 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 no. That's not. Smooch as in a kiss is S-M-O-O-C-H. S-M-O-O-T-C-H. I don't know what that is. What is smooch with a T in the middle? The most natural curiosity of viewers is attempt counts or time play because that's where comparison happens. See, that's what I think it is. I still think it's a dick measuring contest. I still think people who are wondering about time, they only care about time because they need to be able to compare. I don't know. It's been 0 streams since I've ranted about stop comparing yourself to others, but I think at this point, it's impossible. People are always going to compare themselves. Gamers are always going to compare themselves to each other. I'm sorry. I'm trying to help y'all. I don't think I can. Also, I have a bunch of haters who are just like, Unk, it's day 24 and you're only at this point. Give up. And to that, I just have to say, people have been saying that since day one, bro. Like, it's never going to change, bro. The longer you, like, it's always going to be, bro, it's been X days, it's time to give up. Like, they would say that the same on day 1, the same as they would say that on day 689 billion. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same. Unk, you're on day 25, keep going. Joybait. I still can't believe people don't read the stream title and still ask what's your hardest. To be fair, a lot of those questions are coming from TikTok. Hold on, let me add a little. I've been meaning to do this. Let me add a little text to the TikTok stream. I've actually been meaning to do that for a while. Most of the time when I'm reading people asking my new hardest, it's from TikTok. So let me fix this for y'all really quick. Here you go, TikTokers. Hold on, let's play some music so you don't lose interest. Hardest. 9 circles. There you go, TikTokers. Now you can stop asking. But yeah, it's in the title on the horizontal streams. Also, if you're on TikTok right now, consider hopping over to Twitch. Oh, maybe I should put hardest like there. There we go. Hardest. TikTok, how does that look? Can you see that? My hardest and my best? It is what it is. Sorry, my TikTok chatters are kind of talking to themselves. They're just circle jerking about how they don't believe in me. Unk, it's been 100 years. When are you going to give up? You only have 99 times 200? Yeah. TikTok has no whimsy, bro. Like, let's just play around and have fun. I don't get it. Why do we take this stuff so seriously? Let's joke around and have a good time. Okay, I gotta start blocking some of the frickin', these people are just troglodytes. Fine, I get it, dude. There's always one question, or there's always one point during the stream where my TikTok chat just turns into a bunch of miserable people, and I just got to start blocking. I waited too long today. There we go. They're very lonely. They're very lonely, chat. Will you use Sunshine as the next artist? I'm gonna jump to Sonic Wave after Bloodbath. No, I'm not gonna do other easier extremes. I am hard set on doing current artists. Nope, nope, no, no, no. Guys, I've tried playing this game when I'm not going for a new artist. I don't derive joy from playing the game unless it's like an easy level. I'm trying to get scale boosted. Yeah, Ray, I'll try to mod you. I don't know why it doesn't work. Are you mod now? I clicked add as a moderator. I don't know why it doesn't work. But yeah, TikTok is just a cesspit of... We got a lot of... We have some lovely people on TikTok, but like pretty much all of our trolls are on the TikTok side. I really wish that TikTok could fix its shit, but... Woo! What's up, Deezer? Yeah, I don't know what's going on either. I might just have to do like a test stream where I stream from my phone and maybe you join in and I just mod from my phone. Because for some reason it treats it different from that. I don't know. It's pretty frustrating. TJ, who smells the most here? I don't know. Chat, how about you decide that yourself? Have a conversation about that. Okay, actually, never mind. I take that back. Don't tell each other that you smell. That's mean. Chat, let's be nice to each other. Holy cow. Okay, quick 3-minute ad break. Ah. What's up, Fuxie Cube? Will we have a new choice type of image emoji? Oh no. I have 7TV. Many people say this. I feel like they don't even try to use 7TV and they tell me that I should add it. I don't know if it's engagement bait or if they're just being foolish. All right, ads are over. Back to gameplay. Almost. Thanks, SG. Got my back, bro. Thanks, Ray. We got a lot of engagement baity kids in chat today. Just going to town. Sometimes that happens. Just begging for me to recognize them. Let this be a lesson, chat. If you're a kid who likes to engagement bait to get attention from your streamer, if you just participate and vibe, it's more likely that I'll like you. If you crash out and try to attention bait from me and my other chatters, you're gonna have a bad time. Just vibe, man. Okay, let me hit G-Iron ship in isolation really quick. Of course, the second I take it by itself, it's fine. Okay, I just bit the straight fly, but that's very close now. I didn't like my wave entry into that portal. Yeah, that was rough. The part before this is pretty, though. Have you tried it? Yeah. I've learned all parts of the level. I'm just slowly adding start positions to my runs to 100. So our current goal is to get Havoc to the end, and then we're going to start doing Etzer. Rule number 4 in the GD handbook is that section is always harder from a different start position or 0. Yeah, exactly. That is why we keep increasing the runs, because it just becomes different. The more you add on that your brain needs to process in a given run, the more difficulty your brain has processing it. Hence the difficulty of the game we play. Especially with my unk brain. What are rules number 1, 2, and 3? Have fun, okay? That's 1? No, it's 3 different words that take up each of the 3 first rules. Rob Top removed from fun from GD. No wonder people are in an uproar. Anyone can beat Bloodbath? I agree. I think, provided enough time, I think anyone can. Will most people? Probably not. Most people will give up long before they get even close. But I do believe that anyone can beat Bloodbath, provided they keep on trying. I don't think that. That's okay. I'm a pretty optimistic guy. Could some grandma do it? I think that if you have a tendency when someone says something to try and poke holes in their argument, you're not a very fun person to be around. Look at King Moose, you the goat, bro. Don't you get bored playing the same part for so long? Nope. That's why I'm going to become one of the top players, and why people who get bored playing the same part over and over again will not. At some point, you just got to enjoy the monotony, bro. I think I've heard of Sunix. Yeah. Playing the same part over and over is never boring somehow. I agree. I feel like the more I play the same part, the more depth I feel in the gameplay. Like, to me, it's not boring. To me, it's like invigorating. I'm like, whoa, like I'm seeing and feeling stuff that I've never felt before, you know? I actually derive a lot of pleasure from playing the same part over and over. It's like therapeutic in a way. Or like meditative. Oh, that's the sonic wave verifier? Right, right. I think I knew that at some point. I just forgot. Woo! Again, like, I think that if you're playing the same part over and over again, trying to develop consistency, and your brain goes to, like, I'm bored, you're already losing. Like, I don't think the answer is... I think the answer is being able to find joy, again, in the process. Bang. Yes! Oh, man, that GG boy was so shaky, bro. I could feel myself ready to mess up. There it is. There it is, chat. Enjoy the freaking process. 80 to 100. 80 to 100. Let's go. New best. New best run. That is 20%. We have 45% of Bloodbath. That is awesome. All right, let's pull it up, man. Should we go for broke, chat? Havoc to the end today. 95% of you said yes. Bang! We got there. Ooh. Wait, let me just make sure what the next start position is. 77. Or, you know what? I'll just say all of that, sir. Let's go for broke. At long last, chat, we now have our overarching long-term goal. People have recommended this. Getting 71 to 100 is a very solid run to have. It's a very meaningful time to progress in Bloodbath. Let's run it. Can we get Etzer to the end today? It's okay if you're a naysayer, but this is what we're leading on to. I'm going to update our stream titles. Don't worry, chat. Un momento. Everyone's saying no, bro. Y'all don't think I can do it? Etzer the End's tough, but you weren't all that bad at Etzer last time I saw you play. Yeah, you guys haven't even seen me play Etzer yet. It's hard. How long stream? We usually stream for around 4 hours. So we still got like 90 minutes left. Unless I quit early because I got to get those freaking videos up. Yeah, I'm sure that GG Boy is going to become even more chokeable the further back our runs 200 get. Dude, I'm so happy though. God! Honestly, that's so huge, chat. I'm so happy that we have like the last 4 in a run. Riot, you know, but like, that's awesome. I think, chat, this section right here, I'm sure some of you are going to agree. This is the meat and potatoes of the level. This is our main grind ahead. But once we're able to assimilate freaking crack a Sonic and Etzer into a full run, or not a full run, but just like a run, we're going to be cooking with gas, bro. I'm still not entirely sure how I want to do this. Like, I don't know if by the time I get 71 to 100, if I'm going to want to... I probably am. I think working backwards at this point, all the way up to basically Michigan, does make sense. I'll probably do some runs from 0. But I feel like working backwards right now just makes sense. Yeah, exactly. Like, getting all the way to 33 to 100 just makes more sense than more from 0. But yeah, minimum, I feel like I want to get... Minimum, I feel like I'm going to want to get cracked to the end. Am I crazy? But obviously right now, let's not count our chickens before they hatch. We need to get Etzer to the end. But by the time we do that, we're going to be in a great place. Okay, what do people say? 21% say that we can get Etzer to the end today. 79% said no. Shall we game, gamers? Dude, that is... I am so happy. Let's warm it up. Let's warm up Etzer. Just give me a sec, bro. Give me a sec. We haven't played this on stream in a second. Just let me lock in. We got some new freaking gameplay on the screen now, bro. We just unlocked some Etzer gameplay. Oh, it's so close. Oh. Oh, dude. Do y'all ever die like you just go right above that bounce pad by accident? Wait, did I update my stream titles? Yeah, I did. Cool. I mean, this is the part, man. This is the part of Etzer. Dude, the beginning of Havoc feels so different from here. Oh, I overclicked. Dude, I'm him. Look at this. Look at this. No, I'm not taking love requests right now, man. I'm just doing Bloodbath. Thanks for asking. Too much. Okay, there we go. We got to UFO. I'm gonna get this transition going, chat, and then I'm gonna move further back in Etzer, but I just kind of want to get into the flow of this. I can feel my UFO being kind of shaky. I minimum, I think, want to get to the wave, and then I'll go backwards. Oh, no. I'm in my head. I might need to go back sooner. Yeah, I need to go back. I need to get into it. I'm overthinking it now. This is the hard part, because practicing from that start position is one thing. Actually gliding into that is really hard. So hold on. I'm actually going to take it from here. I think this is smarter. I don't want to over practice it from like mid the speed boost because I think it's bad muscle memory. It's the same thing of like getting into G Iron versus starting G Iron from the portal. It's like the same kind of vibe here. I'm just a little high. It's going to take a second for me to fine-tune this. I can feel it. Okay. I got the height a little early. Okay, there we go. We got to the freaking first orb. Oh, okay. Nice. Do not hit that yellow orb, chat. Do not hit it. As much as you want to, do not hit it, okay? Ooh, that was close. This is the part, though. This is the part. If I can get this... I think I want, like, 3 runs from this start position where I get through to G Iron, and then I'd feel comfortable taking it from the beginning of Etzer. But to be honest, I haven't really practiced this transition that much. So we might be here for a heartbeat. I'm overpressing. Etzer, my beloved. Yeah, Etzer fans are eating now. Bro, this is another reason why practicing runs to 100 on Bloodbath is probably a great idea. The Etzer consistency is so important. This is such a choke point. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to practice this more tonight. I can feel this. Oh, Oh, I just overpressed there. That was nice. That was our best run. Oh, I felt the feel of that. I just delayed my last click on the portal. I felt that, though. I felt that. Yo, what are you going to go for after Bloodbath? I'm going to jump the Sonic Wave after Bloodbath. Oh, that felt good. This part is ugly? What are you guys yapping about? What? You think this part's ugly? Am I getting rage baited? Oh, early. I just disagree. Okay, whatever. You're entitled to your opinion. I don't really like the idea of calling a part of a level ugly, but fair enough. That's kind of rude. But you guys are entitled to your opinions. I just prefer when opinions don't tear others down. But that's my opinion. Ah! That was like a ghost press. Okay, that was one. Let's get two more from this start position, and then we're going to go from the beginning of Etzer. Okay, that's two. Let's go for three. I know I choked. I don't care. We need to start feeling it from Etzer. We need to start treating Etzer as its own full thing and not just part of Etzer. You know what I'm saying? I feel like by the time you develop your consistency, the point where you can like treat a whole section as the whole section rather than each of its constituent start positions, it's like so much better. No, I don't know the triple trial by Michigan. I don't think I've heard of that. We need one more straight fly clear from here, chat, and then we're gonna go from the beginning of Etzer. Ooh, very close. Dang. Nice. Okay, 74 to 87. That was pretty good. All right, let's see how this beginning part of Etzer has been giving me some trouble, man. It's just a click pattern, but it takes a second to feel it. This is huge. Yeah, this is why I wanted to get to this part. This part needs a lot of love. Oh, almost. Ah, just a little too much. Woo! GG's on 80 to 100. Thanks, man. The reason why I'm starting from... I'm trying to get down all of Etzer because, as you can tell, my consistency on Etzer versus all the other parts from to 100 so far, it's a lot less consistent. So I think I get more value practicing Etzer versus like tacking on one start position of Etzer to what we've already practiced. I hope that makes sense. I think I've gotten like one full Etzer clear before. I'm not positive. A little too high. But if you compare this to the day we learned Etzer, it's night and day. Just a tough part. Oh, so close. Woo! Etzer is intense, man. Oh, there's a break before Etzer. The pacing's really good. Yeah. It was a nice run. Oh my gosh. Ah, too high. Too late on the click. Too low. I over-adjusted because I kept hitting that little outcrop of spike, like right there. I keep hitting it, so I went lower. Ooh, click too early. Okay. Getting there, though. Okay, let me practice this part just one more time. I need to get the feel for it again really quick. Just in isolation. Remind myself that I can do it. Yeah, too many clicks, that's fine. Oh, I need to pee in a second, bro. Watch Doggy 84 Grief Trust. Already did, man. I'm gonna upload it later today. Way ahead of you. In fact, I'll be right back. I gotta go pee, but I'll be right back. Yo, chat. Oh. I know this is a bit of a shorter stream, I'm sorry, but there's just so much happening in GD right now. I think I might want to wrap up because we already got Havoc done today, and I want to get those 2 videos edited and posted for people who want to see them. Because we have a bunch of people in chat who are just like, yo, this happened, and so I know people are excited, and I want to get those videos up. So we did not get Etzer to the end today, I'm sorry. I also just need to practice this more off stream, I think. But yeah, we'll be back to, we're gonna be going live a little later tomorrow, chat, because we're going to be doing Minecraft Hardcore for the first time with Quinn. So definitely be around for that, but we're probably gonna be going live like a lot later. Like probably we're gonna be starting stream more around this time. I'm gonna also announce in the Discord, so join the Discord if you haven't. But I know today's kind of a shorter stream. Tomorrow should be a bit of a longer stream, potentially. So don't worry. But we beat Havoc, which is awesome. If you're on YouTube, the link's in the description to join the Discord. But yeah, I got some videos I gotta edit, man. There's like a lot of exciting stuff happening with Doggy getting 84% and Zoink saying he's gonna verify Heliopolis. I wanna get those videos up so that people can watch them, and yeah. Yeah, getting Havoc done was more than good enough. And so I'll probably edit those videos. They'll be up pretty soon, probably within the next hour or 2. And I'll probably practice like more Etzer later tonight. Work on that consistency so it's in a good place for tomorrow. Except for the Minecraft stream. Me too, dude. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So as a reminder, y'all, we're gonna be going live a little later tomorrow, but we're still gonna do a react and then some Bloodbath grinding, but then we're going to be doing hardcore Minecraft with Quinn. So good night, Gnu, wherever you are. Take care of yourselves. But we're gonna have a banger stream tomorrow, okay? Peace!